Hello, I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amberlicious.
We're Untitled Nerd Network. This is episode
11.
11 of The Walking Dead.
Season
10th.
10.
Oh, holy crap. This is a good one.
This was an amazing episode.
This episode was like 90% build up.
It was.
And everybody kind of came to peace with each other.
Yes.
Everybody had their moments together.
They
Everybody
did,
made up.
And because here's the thing, they had to let everybody have their moments together because if they didn't, then you know who's going to die.
Yep.
If they just let certain people
Well, they all are being realistic and
That's
thinking
true.
we may not survive this.
Right.
And I have done well enough to avoid spoilers that everybody in this, I'm sure I probably would have heard about it if everybody died, but
Right, that's true.
Like I'm sure like anything can happen at this point.
Feel like even though we've avoided spoilers and this, that, and this, I feel like if Norman Reedus died, we'd know about it. There's no way we could have avoided that spoiler.
I think if Daryl or Carol or Negan were to die, then I would have heard about it.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So, anyway. Now that we got who's not going to die out of the way.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really want to, spend the whole review talking about who might die.
I'm
but,
just establishing that.
I'll go ahead and tell you, though, that Ezekiel is pretty much next on the chopping block.
Oh, yeah.
And they have, Ezekiel and Jerry both, they're kind of they're going to go out as a team or something. I could see that happening because they're so close. But they've already kind of teased Jerry getting killed like 3 times over the past 4 episodes. And
God,
Ezekiel,
last episode, shit.
well, you knew as soon as they revealed that Ezekiel had cancer, they're not going to let him die from cancer. He's going to know. He's been like, I'm expendable. I'm going to die anyway. I'm just going to go in here and kill as many as I can. Save the day.
That's why he didn't wrap himself up.
Yep. He's like, I'm going to...
He already told Carol, and I think that's the reason he was wrapping himself up. Anyway, he hadn't told her. And so, he was like, fuck it. Fuck it.
And he did. Him and Carol had one last little
I know, bless
session.
him. He was like, do you think we would have done this if we didn't think we might die tonight? And she's like, we're going to die tonight? I was like, oh, that's my girl.
That was a glimpse of old Carol coming back, and this episode was so good to see.
It
was. The Whispers have sent the Horde after Hilltop, and it was a good nighttime battle.
Negan played an important role in that. He talks to Alpha to the side.
Yep.
And he's like, hey, you should just get these people to kneel. And I had talked with you during the episode, and I was like, do you think he did that, to try and spare their lives? Because, he already tried to get them to do that, and they wouldn't.
Yeah.
And you were like, yeah, maybe. And he had them block the paths, the roads off, so they couldn't leave.
Which is exactly what he did. And, Daryl recognized it immediately. Hey, this is Negan. This is how he does things.
Right.
Because it was the exact same thing they did.
Side now.
It was exactly what they did in the season finale of season 6.
Right.
So.
But Alpha ups it. And he was like, I thought you wanted, these people to join you. And she's like,
because
as a part of the Horde.
What they're doing is they got these, bags of, I think, if I'm not mistaken, they said it smelled like pine trees or something. Pine sap is very flammable. People use...
It is, and that explains what Beta was doing.
Yeah.
When he was looking for the pine sap. Because I thought, what the fuck is he doing?
Because people, a pine cone that hasn't dried out still is rich with sap. People use those as, fire kindling. Because they will burn forever.
Yeah, they will.
They're highly flammable and they're slow burning, and so they're ideal for campfires and stuff. If you want to keep a fire going for a long time, those things don't burn up quick. And pine sap has that flammability to it, and they were, getting bags of this stuff
and they covered them.
Launching it. At first, when I first saw them do it, I thought that they had like filled bags with like urine or something, and were trying to get them sick.
Yeah, that's
You know, like
exactly
chemical
what I thought
warfare.
it was. I thought it was like
Or biological warfare. I'm sorry.
zombie fluids. You know what I mean?
I just hit myself in the nuts.
You.
And I couldn't like not mention it because it hurts.
I thought, what? And oh
Anyway.
I did think it was some kind of zombie fluid that they were, trying to poison them or something. No, they were trying to set the motherfuckers on fire.
They caught somebody on fire. I don't know who it was.
Nah, it was an extra. Who cares?
No, it's just that deal. Like, if you barely tap it, it hurts worse than if you had just punched. So I don't know why that is, but here we are. I guess that's the subplot to this review. Yeah, God, that hurt like hell.
I bet it
Anyway, so yeah, they at the end of the episode,
they're surrounded by fire.
They're surrounded. They got fire behind them. Hilltop is on fire. The walls are on fire. Hilltop is on fire, and that's behind them. And then in front of them is the horde closing in. So there is no telling how the hell this is gonna work out in their favor.
There is just one tiny subplot that we gotta mention.
What?
Eugene's date.
Yes, pray to God he survives to see this through.
Right.
Can I give a comic spoiler?
No.
Okay.
Never. You give comic spoilers all the time since when you asked me.
Well, in the comic book, I don't. Okay, my memory is
not what it used to be.
Well, it is, but it's been so long since I've read this. I really need to go back and reread the issues. Mm-hmm. I might do that for about an hour tomorrow, but I don't remember them ever attacking Hilltop in the comics. They may have, but I don't know. But Eugene does load up with like 3 or 4 people to go and meet her, or to do what he said, you know, meet at this place and have her watch from afar.
Yeah.
And one thing that I do know is going to happen in the show is we get to meet a really kick-ass character that, unfortunately, in the comic books, we didn't really get to see a lot of development because there was so much other stuff going on, and they didn't really focus on this character that much. And by the time they wrapped all the stories up, that was it. That was the end of the comic. And so I never did really, I don't know, it's one of those characters like that is really cool, but they just didn't really spend a lot of time on. You know, got maybe a few dozen panels of story, and that was it. And I was like, hey, you know what? But anyway, this episode was just. Do you want to give ratings?
Yeah.
This is an 11, hands down. This is
an 11.
This is perfect Walking Dead. This is what the Walking Dead. Like if I was going to show somebody an episode.
This would be one of them.
And it had to be from this season. This right now. Mm-hmm. This, in my opinion, is the best overall start to finish episode. No slow parts. Everything meant something. Mm-hmm. This was, in my opinion, this is the best episode of the season so far.
Yeah.
Easily. Like,
yeah, I give you that one.
Because even some of my other 11s had a little bit of slowness, but the cool shit that happened counteracted it and made it an 11. But this episode was perfect. I can't think of anything bad.
Episode 11 is an 11.
Yep. I can't. Oh, and episode 10 was a 10.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be like, I wonder if episode 12 is gonna be a 12.
Anyway, let's wrap this.
All right, we'll see y'all next time. I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amberlicious.
We're Untitled Nerd Network. This was just an awesome episode. No reason to even spend a lot of time on it. It was just kick ass.